Shout out to everybody here on the live. Let's get it in. Let's get that intro up and running. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here and sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Coming on in. Appreciate each and every one of you. I'm going to act like I didn't typo the word Bitcoin, and we're all going to act like it never happened, and we're just going to move on. We're just going to move on from that. We're going to act like it never happened because it didn't. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. I did get into this coin. I put about 7 racks into big time, see where it goes. I mean, the consolidation tells me it's likely going to move to the upside. I'm already up pretty nice on the morning, to say the least. I mean, I made almost $700 since I woke up this morning. So we'll see what happens. We'll go from there. But this thing is mooning, beginning to break on out, getting a little bit of a pump to the upside. What I'm not in love of, it was a 15-minute pump here. What I'm not entirely in love is this 1 hour time frame, but it doesn't have a lot of traction. And it could just hit that dotted line and we could get a massive move. Look at that lack of momentum. Falling volume with falling price tells me there is sellers falling to the downside. We are just lacking sellers. We got a point of control here. This thing is consolidating beautifully. I would not be surprised if Big Time began to shine, baby, and got itself 100% gains, and I made myself $7,000. We'll see what happens. We will go from there. You never know. It's very risky. I am extremely risky. Do not do what I do. This is a high-risk altcoin, all right? I have enough in the kitty to get beat if I have to, right? My risk-reward ratio is okay. I can swing this actually back up in here now, and we can even be on a 9-to-1 risk-reward ratio as we continue the journey. Shout out to everybody here on the live. So I just, I'm open-minded and nice enough to let you know what the heck I'm doing. I'm out of my mind, though. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Bang, bang, bang. Excited at 10K, dude. And then my man, the traders in here are out of control. Juice World just pulling out a $10,000 trade as he longs Bitcoin. Banging to the upside. Wow. Show us I want to see those numbers, man. Give us at least the numbers. At least give us the in and out. At least give us the in and out. I want to see that in and out. You know what I mean? Bang. Juice World banging on them charts. Have nothing on you, baby. Amen. Great work, buddy. Insane. There's never a loss. There has to be a loss sometimes. I'm not trying to be rude, right? I'm not jealous. I just know that when my whole life as a trader, I've always had a couple, even when I'm trading unbelievable. My best ever, 22 straight. 22 straight trades. Just bong, 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 bong. And like a couple were for $4,000, $2,000, $3,000. Like it was a run. And I did it here on the live stream too. I remember when I was live trading Coin98, we made $4,000 in one day on Coin98 to the upside. So let's take a look at Bitcoin. All right. Getting the beautiful bounce here back to the upside after it did grab a slight inefficiency. This is the downside, And speaking of inefficiencies, are you getting into class today? Are you going to jump into class? Are you going to do the right thing, or are you going to play yourself? Class is at 12 o'clock today. I'm here Sunday morning preaching about class, helping you, pushing you, talking about it, breaking it down. God bless each and every one of you. Thank you so much for being here. We do trade the S&P, right? We do trade the S&P, all right? And we'll have a way to do that probably by the morning, all right? Man. Charts have, dude, you guys are insane. Anyway, let's break it down. Last night I put out, right, where I believe Bitcoin was going to go, and I made this little green box. We did not hit it. right? We didn't get to the green box, right? However, let's talk about it. I mean, you have to remember things happen as I go to sleep, but if I was awake, I would have been able to navigate you through the chart. So let's talk. See this right here? We had a resistance when we knew 26,940 was an area. I kept talking 930, 940. That whole area was really, that's the biggest zone that we must break back above. It's such a big deal. All right. So look at Bitcoin just banging on anyone who took a short right now, getting eaten alive. If you couldn't read that bullish divvy on the 7-minute, that gave us a night. Look at that bullish div. I mean, beautiful bullish divergence to the upside there, to the upside. Bullish divvy is beautiful. The 7-minute chart is great on the weekends and low liquidity. I'm telling you, when there's low volume, I just trade the 7-minute because I don't need to be in the trade that long. And so all I need is a little bit. Let me teach you. Right here, low 7-minute on a curve, get paid. Double bottom, low 7. And look, I even looked at this as a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. I told my crew, I said, that's an inverted. I said, yeah, I know you guys don't believe it. Remember last night on the live? I said, I know you don't realize, but that's an inverted head and shoulder. Even though you can't see it, it is. The more you play with the charts, the more you'll see. I see things that millions and millions, and maybe billions of people don't see. I'm being honest, and I'm not trying to be rude. It's just the facts. When you spend this much time doing something, you gain an edge, all right? And this is all I do, 7 days a week. Like, it's insane how much I do this. I'm obsessed. I love it. I don't see what else I would be doing, all right? Do you see the optical illusion? Someone was like, if you keep wearing stuff like this, you look like an optical illusion. I'm like, well, that's the point, man. You know what I mean? I was like, now you're getting it. Like, excellent, you know? Anyway, shout out to everybody here. We love you. We appreciate you. And we want you to be amazing. And we want you to be whole. And we want you to be free. And we want you to feel like you could do anything you want with your life. That's why I do anything I want with my life. I show you, look, I wear whatever I want any day of the week. I go wherever I want, whenever I want. Man, not really. My wife tells me what to do. And you guys too. Like, I'm at my screen share for you guys. I'm here for you guys. I love this job. I love this job. I love what I'm doing, spreading positivity, energy, and education every single day. That's my job. And if I can get paid around the way, so be it. You know what I mean? Throw a few trades in the game and have some fun. But may God bless each and every one of you. Retail punters, I love you. Love to time travel with the lifers every single day. Shout out to Pong May, man. We love you. Shout out to Billy Bob, Brandon K. And I like these small groups. These are exciting for me. You know what I mean? I like this small group. 170 people, 43 likes. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. So last night, let's break it down and show you kind of what happened. There was an M pattern here. That's your resistance. You hit the resistance again and you made an M. Like, it's simple. You short M patterns when the stochastics, and look, the stochastics, I teach you guys, never long a high stochastic. You ever see the book, Never, Never Marry a Smoo? Never, Never Marry a Smed? They drink pink milk, they eat brown bread. Never, never marry a Smed. Right, Summy? The Smeds and the Smoos. It's a book someone wrote, but you know, never, never marry a Smed. All right? Never marry a Smoo. Never long an overbought stochastic on the 15-minute. Every once in a while, fine, you'll be here and it will pump in your face. Okay? It may. But if it does, then go to the 7, and the 7 was the one giving you the love. Or there was some type of previous support or resistance, or you'll be above a POC. If something acts funny, there's going to be, like, above a point of control can give you some gains. Last night, we were here. We did get the gain. Look, we did pump. If you got into the long last night, we did pump to the upside. We got all the way to, wasn't amazing, but we did get into the money. You know what I mean? We did get into the money, right? I don't think people realize I'm live. Okay, Bitcoin booming to the upside now, getting a massive pump. Now you're back in the money from the trade from last night yet again, and we never hit the stop loss. That's the point I want to point out. Look, we never got stopped out. Our stop was down here. All right? I've actually, and we could shave the stop now further up too. You know what I mean? But you are in the money now again from last night. Not amazingly well, but you're in the money. And if you use a bigger leverage, you are very big in the money, So this was the original idea, that we were in this kind of like symmetrical triangle attempting to break to the upside, right? But there's a descending vibe there to me. We're going to talk about it in a second. We're going to break it down. I'm going to show you where I believe price action is going to go today. And then I'm going to give you a box where I believe when we come back tonight at 8 p.m., I do a show tonight at 8 p.m., and we're going to go over that. All right? This is your Bitcoin update. Liquidity just continuing to boom. Look at that thing. Up basically 113% since September 21st. Dude, liquidity, man, out of control. Look at this thing booming. Wow. Big time, getting big. But it is getting a little overbought, that 15-minute. The 7 is something I would like to trade. Yeah, 7's a little roofing. So here's the deal. I wouldn't chase this puppy. I would be flagging this thing out and getting in at another bit of a flag here. I might, I could even take my 700, my 500, whatever I'm up. Definitely something over $500 though. While I went to bed, made $500 while I was in my bed, man. Wish you all a great day and many gains. God bless Staz, my man. Thank you so much for the love. Crypto Billy, I was wondering where you were, man, and I was about to message you this morning. I was like, is he okay? Is everything all right? I didn't see you around the way in the digital space for a few days. I didn't see your name. I was like, you probably just took a break from social media. Maybe you just kind of had to get some space. But I'm so happy to see you, man. I thought about you last night. You were going to get a call from me. I was like, where's Crypto Billy, man? No matter how busy I am, I still remember my peoples, man. Had COVID, bro. See, I knew it. I knew you were, I knew it. Isn't that funny, man? You're so consistent. When you're not consistent, I know something's wrong. That's the good thing about consistent people. It's like a telltale when you're like, all right, something may be up there, right? So shout out to everybody here on the live. Let's continue with the Bitcoin update. So look, we got this double bottom too. Look at this beautiful double bottom. See that? 1, 2. We bounced nicely. So previous resistance is now support at 26,000. We'll call it 760. Come up a little more, 26,760. We bounced, Now, if we lose that level, I would short right all the way down to about 26,600. Chance you get to 26,700, but that's an area we would easily lose. There's a POC right here. We're battling it. See this? We're battling a point of control. They know that the traders are going to short. When we lose it, they're going to long when we gain it. And at one point, one group is going to be right. What I'm starting to see here, which I want to be honest about, I'm going to remove my moving averages, is a bit of a shoulder, a bit of a head, and a bit of a right shoulder. This could definitely break to the upside. Pay attention, all right? Even has some falling wedge vibes here. You see this? When I complete this section, there's a falling wedge there. Interesting enough. Almost like this wasn't part of it. Came up, came down. Now we're in a wedge. Really strange, but and again, you have to assume you're in the pattern until you're not. And why am I saying that? Well, I'm going to explain. If we can't breach this top trend line, we're going to get rejected and come down to the bottom trend line. That's just what's going to happen to Bitcoin. But that is an inverted head and shoulder, no matter how strange it is. I don't know if you saw it or not. Who here saw this inverted head and shoulder? You know what I mean? Super chat isn't available in my country, then you're going to have to move, man. All right? Sorry about that. Appreciate you, though. No, I'm just joking. We'll get into VR if I have a chance. I do have to leave in about 7 minutes. All right? Sunday with the family. You know what I mean? I got Sunday obligations with the family every Sunday. All right? And don't expect, I'm actually amazed we got a big move like that on a Sunday morning for Bitcoin. And again, remember, if we break through my key resistance at 26,944, 950, we'll call it, and get a retest, man, that could be a big move to the upside. We're going to have a little more resistance here at 2780. All right. And again, just like we pattern traded before, you're likely to come to the top of the pattern. That's just how this game works. Above the POC, bang. Okay. Look for an inefficiency if you can find one to kind of make it copacetic here. So I'm going to look into this chunk, and I'm almost positive it'll be there. These are things you just can begin to feel out. I mean, there's one right there, but we kind of filled it. And then there's a huge one right there, but we did already fill it. You see how we filled it? It's amazing, right? Nothing. Ooh, that would be nice. Yeah, there it is. There it is right there. There it is right there. So that's what you're looking for, all right? And that's going to help us. That's going to add to this idea here. This candle did not reach this candle. We got an inefficiency that needs to be closed. The market maker will take you over there. And look, you don't even have the inefficiencies. Look how it coincidentally lines up with a VRVP order block, right? I'm telling you right now, the VRVP will just, because inefficiencies probably also come from people violently buying and selling. And so when there's a lot of people going on, they create an inefficiency. An inefficiency comes from a spread that gets rocked and rolled. So why do you have inefficiencies? Well, look, there's not a coincidence that you have inefficiency inside of the VRVP where you see a lot of action. You get it? And that's kind of like why order blocks or VRV, and again, and you could even forget that. You could just say, hey, bounce. Previous resistance previous support becomes resistance. That's the next place that I would look for Bitcoin to tap into. Like, there's so many different ways to skin a cat here. You know what I mean? The more you do TA, the more you will be meshed with the world and see it all. But it's nice to know we do have an efficiency right there, right below 27,400. It has not been closed yet. It's a good sign that we could get a bigger move to the upside, all right? The bearish idea is that this is a bear flag. You know, I'm not 100% bull. I'm not 100% bearish. This could be a bear flag, bearish retest, and we break to the downside. That measure move is far. 25,683. I'm not saying we're going there for sure, but this is just something I'm talking about. You're in the money now, big time. If you took the trade with me last night, you were in the money. You did not get stopped out. You are now pumping to the upside. Bang, bang, bang. That will be 6 for 6 now on my public trades since Thursday night when we did the screen share and we took profits together. I have not lost. This is contagious. You know what I mean? Bang, bang. This is crazy. I personally have lost. I actually cut my trade off. You know what I mean? Because I was about to go to bed last night. But the point is, these calls haven't lost. You know what I mean? No stop loss was hit in the making of the trade. Continue to go to the upside. I also wanted to move some funds into something else. So I had something I wanted to do. You know what I mean? So in my defense, I still made a play. Like, I'm in the market heavy. So I made more money than this would have made. Ben Coin is ripping. Yeah, man, it's on a tear. I mean, after that video he talked about, right? And I showed you I was in my Ben, and I told you I bought more Ben yesterday too on the live stream. So we'll see what happens. You know what I mean? Who knows? I'm a speculative guy. I just like this, I play what the people play, baby. You know what I mean? I swim in the ocean. So Bitcoin breaking out of the falling wedge to the upside, getting a beautiful move. The inverted head and shoulder, getting the play to the upside. The call from last night, still in the money. No stop loss getting hit. Congratulations if you're getting paid right now for a beautiful short squeeze. If you're getting squeezed, I'm sorry for you. Okay, I'm just saying, if you're getting short squeezed right now, please pay attention. All right? You should not be getting short squeezed right now. All right? We were long last night, and there was a reason why we were long, and I explained it. All right? Deep order block. We had, look at I'm talking about this giant area of the VRVP. It's just chunky, man. You had 1, you had 2, right? You had 3, 4. You're making higher lows. We had bounced off the 786, which would give us strength that this could continue to the upside. Anyway, I'm feeling it right now. I'm feeling the call, baby. I'm feeling it. In the money. Who's in the money from last night? Who held along from last night is in the money. Banging on them to the upside right now for Bitcoin. And it's funny, right? I show up to the live stream and Bitcoin pumps, doesn't it? And I picked a random time. Do you think it's weird every time I show up, Bitcoin pumps? Or do you think something's going on here? What do you think's going on? Why does Bitcoin pump almost every time I show up? It's so weird. Someone said it last night. They're like, he's coming. Get ready. Bitcoin's going to pump again. It's so funny, though. It's kind of strange, man. No, I could never pump Bitcoin. I just think I'm a time traveler that ate a pill to forget that I time traveled. but it's deep in my subconscious, and I just like get these tells to do things at random times, and somehow they're like, I'm just messing around, but I can't explain it. It's weird. Everyone that's known me since I was a kid said there was something strange about me, like, and when they mean strange, they meant with like time and space, like things would happen when they were around me. You can ask people, like, really strange things would happen when I was around. Mainly very, very odd coincidences. Almost every time I was around, an odd coincidence would occur where people would be like, what? And I can tell you story after story of just odd coincidences in my life that are just strange. That are really strange, you know? Up 33%. You just know TA Lifer. That's all. Knowledge. The red pill, man. You're the market maker. I took Bitcoin and Unify all along, and I'm up huge. Dude, it's so awesome, man. I love you. Lifer is the realest. Forget about it over here. Dude, Unify was hot. You know what I mean? Looked amazing. You know? Big Time's getting the retest now off the top of the channel. See, that's a retest. 7-minute pushing down, though. Someone took a nice sell on me. Someone sold 27 on my face. I dare you while I'm live. Like, I'm going to get Lifer while he's live, man. Anyway, Bitcoin doing a nice move of nailing the shorts. Let's flip on the moving averages and see what's happening. We'd almost be in my box now, right, if I didn't delete it. Great call on Unify. Get blasted to the upside. Because you're the crypto legend, man. Do you hold the trade from tonight? Lifer's the realest. Forget about it over here. You're the market maker. Yo, we nailed another banging long to the upside. You gotta love this. You gotta love this. And it's a sketchy weekend, though. Don't get too like, oh my God, like we could go right back. Like this is what I would watch now is see the 50-minute getting high. Let's look at our 1 hour time frame. What's cool about the 1 hour is we pumped while we were curved. That's a good sign. Like we could curve back up and get some big love here. Like this is just getting possibly started. That's an inverted head and shoulder that's just getting started. You see that? And I told you, man, the pump to the 200 SMA is a real deal thing. Now, when you see this, now I'm going to teach you something. Now we're going to bring a BOOKMAP. And if you can see liquidity where that 200 SMA is going to be, then you have yourself what's called a coincidence. And I told you about me in these coincidences. 27 to 30 is a major area. And look where liquidity is here for Bitcoin. Is it a coincidence? 27,300, 2790. We got two big bars of liquidity. And we got this boy hanging up here. 27.3 has been interesting to me. I was surprised we didn't hit 27.3 yesterday. You know, remember, if we move too fast, we will create a CME gap. So they might want to wait till 2 o'clock to move us because they don't want to make a gap. Okay? They don't want to leave the boys behind in Chicago. All right? So you're going to say, New York, chill out. Don't start throwing your money in. Asia, back off. You know what I mean? Asia, back off. They're going to make the call. Asia, back off. All right? Chill. Chill right now. Don't mess up our CME gap. And they're going to be, all right. Like, if you keep our CME gap good, we'll buy rice next week and pump your bags. And they're like, all right. It's a deal. We'll subvert the price of Bitcoin for you while you wait to get in on the CME. All right? That's what's happening right now. They don't want to create a gap. I'm telling you right now, though, this is very likely we pump up to the 200 SMA and we get a massive pump to the upside. All right? Shoulder, head, and shoulder. Anything can happen, but you've all seen this. Look at this. The 1 hour is about to blast. Do not be surprised if you see this thing just blast an uncontrollable, huge candle up to 27,002. All right? It looks very likely like it's going to happen. And you were putting the money last night. May have had to, you were down a little bit. It is what it is. Mob charts is a lot of liquidity up above, too. More up than down. Mob charts is amazing and they're free. Right? Never log in front of everybody. All right? That's something I've learned now as a, never log in front of the people. And I still haven't set up mob charts completely, perfectly, but I don't need it for everything. Binance, Bitcoin, Spot, and I can put it on futures, but they're all basically trucked off the same. I don't know, the liquidity's either way, but yeah, you're right. It's closer to go up and then thicker. It's an easier leg up than it is the other way. you know? It is. Ooh, nasty sell-off. Dude, someone's trying to get me while I'm live, man. That's so grimy. That's grimy. So grimy. They hit me in the back. Ah. That thing is tanking right now. Look at that. Right to the 200 SMA. 7 minute did want to... Look how amazing the stochastics are, though. Stochastics RSI. Unbelievable. Right? You don't want to lose this trend line. And they're just trying to get a bunch of stops. Too many people. There's a bunch of stops there. People went stop heavy. So we got in right about here. We're still in the money technically. But that just ate everything. So crazy, man. That's why live streaming can get you, man. You know what I mean? And Bitcoin can get sold off too. This is the weekend, so just be careful. I'm looking for flags. So you're looking for the 7 minute to flag out here. See this? Looking for the 7 minute to flag out and not just come out all the way back down to the bottom of the pattern. What's the bearish scenario? So we are, we can make sure there's no. The bearish scenario is we sweep these lows of this double bottom. All right. And what you're going to be looking for is a break of this trend line. I'll remove this for now, but remember, we got ourselves a bit of a falling wedge here. Try to break out. There's basically a bear trap, a bull trap right there. Okay. That's why whenever I'm trading leverage like this, I'm raising that stop loss to break even as soon as humanly possible. Protected the money at all times. All right. That's why I'm almost on edge right now, because I'm like in the middle of a hefty trade. All right. So here's the deal. And honestly, you have to be willing to lose to win. I'm sorry. That's the key. Even no matter what your strategy is, even if you mitigate. Because I'm telling you right now, out of 1,000 mitigations, there's a chance 1 or 2 you have to just let go. It'll happen. You know what I mean? The likelihood of it, you can still go 100 for 100, though. I've seen many people mitigate their way out of every single thing, which is awesome. What is mitigation? Mitigation is just, and again, for me, it's just not like I know myself and I know the way I trade. And it's just, I don't know. I would have to demo it for months on end. And like I've been nailing my trades for the last 2 weeks. So it's just like I'm in a pocket that I want to stay in. You know what I mean? So I don't really mitigate that much because to me, it just takes a lot of time and a lot of focus. And I might mess it up if I don't demo trade it for months on end. And I almost don't, but we teach mitigation here. You will get into a class today if you want to. And what it does is it just shows you how you don't have to lose your trades. Okay? You can just kind of find a balance between where you are in the trade, how much you need to finally get back out of the trade. But I won't explain it all right now. It's a long story. How do we trade stocks without KYZ? I don't know, man. It's none of my business. It's what I do. I just open a reverse position in order to mitigate any loss. Yes, and there's other ways to mitigate too. This man opens a reverse position, flips it the other way. Interesting. That's crazy. We have class today at 12 o'clock. It's coming very, very soon. All right. 2 hours you have class. So you can still sign up for class right now if you want. Please do. Email cryptolifers@gmail.com to jump on in. I think you could also go to the website and send in the support to cryptolifer.com if you want to too. How do we trade stocks? Why do people ask questions like that? $1. I do everything on the up and up, man. And look at that. Coming back down to the downside. Look, overbought stochastics. See that? And I'm scalping on that 7. Look at the 7. Gave you the bullish divvy on the indicator. Told you we were going to get a pump. See how the divergence played out? And so I would watch this flag out. If it can stay in a flag, and stay above the 200 SMA, it's all about the 200 SMA. If we lose the 200 SMA, I'll begin to short. All right. Everyone, I have to jump out of here for the day. Where are we going to be when I come back tonight? Let me take a look here. Beautiful inverted head and shoulder played out. Now we're playing to the side. 7 minute has to reset. Probably come down for a bounce. I wouldn't be surprised if we're somewhere right here. I'm going to just make a circle. I see us somewhere right here by tonight. All right? And that's my fun prediction. I just do this for fun. There's no way I know exactly. And my prediction could change if I look at the charts 2-3 hours from now, because I might see something like a bearish retest, and then I would be shorting, and that would change all that. But I do this for fun. Tonight, we could be right here in this circled area. All right? God bless everyone for being here. Thank you so much for jumping on in. I appreciate you all. I love you all. And I'll see you tonight at 8 p.m. Thank you so much.